This lecture is about a new term which is called aspect. Aspect refers to the meaning of verbs in relation to time. You know that verbs indicate actions or events. And aspect refers to the meaning of these actions or events in relation to time. It describes these actions or events as simple, progressive, or completive. So we have three types of aspects: simple aspect, progressive aspect, and completive aspect. If aspect refers to the meaning of the verbs in relation to time, then what about tense? Actually, tense describes the fixed position of the verb in time. It doesn't describe the meaning of the verb in relation to time. It describes the fixed position of the verb in time, which is either present or past. So tense describes the verb as in present or past, because we have just two tenses in English, present and past. We don't have a future tense. We have future time, not future tense. So tense describes the fixed position of the verb in time, and we have just two tenses, present and past tenses. So to summarize, both tense and aspect are features of verbs, properties of verbs. Both of them are features and properties of verbs. And of course, there is a relationship between them. We can understand the aspect of a verb from its tense. The tense tells the aspect of the verb, tells about the aspect of the verb. For example, simple tenses, whether present or past, refer to simple aspect. Continuous tenses refer to progressive aspect. Perfect tenses refer to completive aspect. So see, we have a relationship between tense and aspect. Tenses can tell about the aspects of the verbs. We have four aspects in the English verb phrases. The first one is the indefinite or the simple aspect. The indefinite or the simple aspect is represented by the verb alone, without auxiliaries, like be, has, have, had, etc. So if we see the verb alone in a sentence without auxiliaries, it means that we have a simple aspect or an indefinite aspect. And the event or the action of this verb refers to a single event in time. It means that it is an event that happened and finished, and in the present it happens and it will finish. So it is a single event in time. And pay attention that simple tenses refer to indefinite aspects. We have two tenses, past and present, and accordingly we have present simple tense and past simple tense. Once you see a sentence in the past simple tense or present simple tense, the aspect is going to be an indefinite or simple aspect. Now let's have some examples. My mother likes seafood. If you want to identify the aspect in a verb phrase, you have to identify the verb in the sentence. In this sentence, the verb is likes. Likes is a verb that comes alone without any auxiliary. When we say alone, it means that it is not preceded by any auxiliary. So it is alone. Because it comes alone without any auxiliary, it means that the aspect is the indefinite or the simple aspect. Another reason for saying that it is the indefinite or the simple aspect is that the tense of this sentence is present simple tense. That is why the verb is in the indefinite or the simple aspect, because we have a present simple tense. So we have two reasons for saying that the aspect of the verb likes is the indefinite or the simple aspect. First, because the verb is alone without any auxiliary, it is not preceded by any auxiliary. And second, because the tense of this sentence is present simple tense. Another sentence is he left the room quickly. Notice that here we have again the verb left without any auxiliary. It is not preceded by any auxiliary. So here we have the verb alone. If we have the verb alone, it means that we have a simple or indefinite aspect. In addition to that, the tense of this sentence is past simple tense. He left the room quickly. Left is in the past form. That is why left, the aspect of left, is indefinite or simple aspect because of two reasons again. First of all, because the verb comes alone, not preceded by any auxiliary, and second, because the tense of this sentence is past simple tense. In the last example, I washed my car yesterday. Notice that again we have a past simple tense. I washed my car yesterday. And the verb in this tense is alone, not preceded by any auxiliary. Washed. It is not preceded by any auxiliary. It means that the aspect of the verb washed is indefinite or simple aspect. Now pay attention to this extremely important note. Sometimes the verb alone may refer to progressive aspect as well, if an adverb of duration is used in the context. We've said that the verb alone in the sentence without any auxiliary indicates that the aspect is a simple or indefinite aspect. But you have to pay attention to the adverb that is used in the same sentence. If the adverb that is used in the same sentence is an adverb of definite time, like yesterday, last month, 3 hours ago, etc., these adverbs are called adverbs of definite time. They indicate that an action happened and finished. So, yes, the aspect is indefinite or simple aspect. But if the adverb used in the sentence is an adverb of duration, which indicates that there is a continuity of action in a specific time, the aspect is not going to be an aspect or a simple aspect or indefinite aspect. It's going to be a progressive aspect. For example, he wrote for 30 minutes. Notice that the tense of this sentence is past simple tense. Wrote is a verb that comes alone without being preceded by any auxiliary. So you might say that the aspect of wrote is indefinite or simple aspect. In fact, you have to look at the adverb for 30 minutes. For is an adverb of duration when it is followed by time for 30 minutes. It is an adverb of duration. It indicates that the action of writing continues for 30 minutes. Because we have an adverb of duration and the action continues for 30 minutes, it means that the aspect of wrote is not a simple aspect, is not an indefinite aspect. It is a progressive aspect. In the second example, he wrote all morning to finish his report. Again, we have a sentence in the past simple tense, and the verb comes alone without any auxiliary, wrote. But you have to notice that we have the adverb of duration all morning, all plus time. So it indicates that the action of writing continues all morning. And because we have an adverb of duration, we cannot say that the aspect of wrote is an indefinite or a simple aspect. It is a progressive aspect. In the last example, he wrote a letter yesterday. This sentence is in the past simple, and again, wrote is a verb alone without any auxiliary. But before deciding that the aspect of wrote is indefinite or simple aspect, we have to see the adverb. The adverb that is used in this sentence is yesterday. Yesterday is an adverb of definite time. It indicates that the action happened and finished in the past. There is no indication for its continuity. It's an adverb of definite time. That is why we can say, because we have yesterday as an adverb of definite time, we can say that wrote is a verb that has an indefinite or a simple aspect, because here we have an adverb of definite time, not an adverb of duration. So just in case we have an adverb of duration in the sentence, when we have a verb alone in simple tenses, we can say that the aspect is a progressive aspect. Otherwise, if we have adverbs of definite time, in this case, the aspect is a simple or indefinite aspect.